76 pounds down with my Mounjaro weight loss. What I eat in a day. Hi, friends. I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I've been on Mounjaro for over a year. I'm currently on Mounjaro 15 milligrams. I've been on for, the last month now and have lost 76 pounds total. Today is my Mounjaro what I eat in a day, or Zepbound what I eat in a day. I'm going to show you what my last shot day is. The shot day is later on tonight, and I'm really focusing in on protein. I ended up buying this La Creuset, I'm probably mispronouncing it, to make what's called eggs coquette. I have linked the recipe down below, a very high protein Mounjaro meal. I do it for my Mounjaro breakfast, but you totally could do it whenever you wish. By day 6 and 7, I'm hungry. And so I have been making for the Duke, my 8-year-old, this amazing breakfast. It's so easy to make, so much so I actually ended up buying a second La Creuset pan. I will link down in the description link below my eggs coquette recipe. A beautiful French influencer, I don't know her name or else I would give her the credit, had this. I just sprayed my pan with some Pam on there, the no stick, and it's a great French way to make eggs. I was getting very sick of like scrambled eggs. I've already blown it. As an influencer, I've cracked the eggshell in there. We already have goof number 1, and I'm not taking it out because this is Royal Living Meeting Real Life. If you want Royal Living Meeting Real Life, you've come to the right place here, even with 76-pound weight loss. So I'm putting 3 to 4 eggs in there. I've already preheated my oven for 350 degrees, and I've made this recipe so much now. I've actually found that I like 4 egg yolks in it and less egg whites. So I'm attempting to use less egg whites here, but I got confused, and there goes the egg whites. So you can see that even you two can be a great chef. And I'm scooping out the egg shells. Bum, bum, bum. It still was delicious. It was hotter than hot and amazing. Just add some pink Himalayan salt into it. And then I also added some black crushed pepper in there. And then my secret ingredient, I wish I could accredit to this French influencer. She used, are you ready? Dijon mustard. You do 2 squirts of it, one on one side, one on the other side of your La Creuset pan. Y'all, it's so good. Have you guys ever had that before? Tell me in the comments below. I had never had my eggs cooked that way with Dijon mustard baked inside. We've got another mistake, and I'm not taking it out of this video. We're going to do Royal Living Meeting Real Life. I had some leftover cheese from a dinner party that we had from a month ago, and I was like, I'm just going to shred it on there. So good. You don't have to add shredded cheese unless you wanted to, but I just wanted a little bit, like an ounce of cheese on top. And then you get a pan. Mr. Freddie was very excited because I've used less egg whites in mine, and he gets the egg whites. He's like, Mom, even the dog's like, the Duke wants it, my 8-year-old real boy, and then the fur baby, Mr. Freddie, wants it too. So you put that La Creuset pan with your mixture in a pan with water, about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. Put it into the oven. I'm going to go ahead and let this bake. I bake it for about 13 to 15 minutes, depending on how you like your eggs done. I like my eggs over medium. And for the last 13 to 15 minutes, the last time I also broil it for 60 seconds. I am toasting some baguettes, putting that in the oven, and y'all, I need some coffee, but first coffee. So I'm pouring myself some decaf coffee because y'all know I already have too much energy. It actually has half decaf, half full because I do need a little bit of diesel in there. And then I did a splash of heavy cream in there as well. Absolutely delicious. Cheers, friends, with our coffee. So my next thing that I'm having on my Mounjaro, what I eat in a day, is my Gem Daily Essentials. It is my absolute favorite daily vitamin. Did you know that 90% of Americans are nutrient deficient? Well, I ended up taking Gem because it fills in the gaps, even if you're having whole foods that are sourced. And I know that I'm not eating enough nutrients with my Mounjaro weight loss. And because Gem is science packed, I'm obsessed with their product. It was created, they worked with pastry chefs to make them chewy, tangy, soft, but they're also kind of sweet. It tastes so good, only 35 calories though. And it has in there over 20 vitamins, 20 minerals in one bite. They are so good. Now, one of the things they've helped me with is because it does have prebiotics and probiotics, it's helped my digestion. Hello, we know with Mounjaro that one of the side effects is digestion issues, either gastrointestinal. This has very much helped my digestion, and I love it. Comes with this cute little container. You put your week's worth of bites in there, the Gem Daily Essentials. You can see I've already eaten some of them. But when you go to dailygem.com/queen, that's DAIL WEGEM.com/QUEEN. You can go ahead today. And right now, Gem is offering 50% off of your first month. Use my code QUEEN at checkout. That's QUEEN at checkout. And I can't wait to hear your feedback on it. I'm completely obsessed. It's my favorite multivitamin. So here's my eggs coquette. I'm going to go ahead and have my Mounjaro breakfast. I have some of those toasted baguettes with it. You can see how it looks when it comes out of the oven with that watcher on there. And I did take the lid off when I broiled it to get it a little bit crispy on top. That's personal preference. If you want yours more gooey, like eggs over easy, then you don't have to broil it. But you can see it's nice and gooey in there. Some people like that. Some people don't. You can make eggs coquette totally to your preference if you want your yolks to be thicker or more runny. I've done them both ways. Now I have leftover egg whites. Mr. Freddie literally is in hog heaven because he knows what this means. He gets my leftover egg whites. There's the count. Ooh, look at that sexy man socks. So I ended up cooking the egg whites from Mr. Freddie. I don't know. How many egg whites was that? Like 3? I've changed my recipe over the past couple of weeks of testing this for y'all. So check it out down in the description link below. It's really, you can make it several different ways, but there's Mr. Freddie's egg whites. Not only am I showing you what I eat in a day, but I didn't want to waste the egg whites. It was driving me crazy. I was like, I don't want to waste these. And I know Mr. Freddie will eat them. So he needs to sit and be a good boy. We're really working on his training, but bon appetit. It wasn't too hot. Don't worry. I wasn't burning his little lips. I made sure it cooled down before he ended up eating him. Look at him being a good boy and listening to mommy. Now, if I can get the Duke to listen as well as the dog. Just kidding. Just joking. He's like, Mom, it's so good. Let's go on to my Mounjaro lunch. Okay, this has 46 grams of protein. Are you ready for a power-packed lunch? I realized I was not eating enough protein on my Mounjaro weight loss, and so working with a GLP-1 dietitian, I have bumped up my protein for 100 to 120 grams per day. With my eggs coquette, I have in there about 25 grams of protein in there. With this, I'm having 46 grams of protein. I'm using, and I will link in the description link below one of my Countess of Shopping.com blog posts on it. So if you're a visual learner like I am, you can get that down below in the description too. In addition to getting the gems as well for your vitamins and minerals. So you put in 1.5 cups of Fage Greek yogurt. I use the 0% simply because it's only 90 calories and 18 grams of protein for 1 cup. So I did 1.5 cups. So that right there is 18 plus 9. That's 27 grams of protein with the Fage Greek yogurt. Y'all, that's a lot. Like, I'm hungry, but this is such a filling meal. Like, it could be a snack if you want it to be. To me, it's a meal. You could do it for lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever. It is so easy and so good. I ended up getting that big old container of Fage simply from Costco. You can put whatever fruit you want in it, or you don't have to use fruit. I ended up freezing some. If you guys saw that big sale I got at Costco with my pomegranates, so I ended up freezing one of those containers. And these are the frozen pomegranates. 1 cup is about 100 calories. I ended up having 3/4 of a cup of it. Really, really good. And so you can see they're still frozen. So I let them thaw out a little bit and I'll mix them in a minute. Now here's the piece de resistance. This is the Premier Protein cereal. I'm using 1/2 cup, which is 10 grams of protein in there. So friends, I am now up to 46 grams of protein for this bowl. But in terms of calories, it's 18 calories. Let's see here, 90 plus half of that is 135. I'm adding up the calories here. It's like 300 calories, somewhere in that ballpark. When you see in the blog post down below, it will have all the nutrition information in there. But for 46 grams of protein for around 330-ish calories. I mean, it's such a filling meal. Now, I don't really like the cereal by itself. I do like it on top of here, kind of like a granola, if you will. It makes a parfait. Okay, let's get our Mounjaro dinner going. I got that from Costco. Yes, it's Costco chili. I know, right? Dump that in a bowl. It looks like I cooked it. I did not. And then I added some extra ground turkey. If you guys saw my Costco haul, actually, I have a Costco haul. You're going to see it here in a minute with my Mounjaro foods. I ended up using the Kirkland chili from Costco. I ended up cooking an extra pound or 2 of the organic ground turkey to add extra protein. So today's protein now is over 100 grams of protein, and I added in with my little chili, the turkey, and a bag of Quest chips. I ended up not eating all of those Quest chips. The Duke came over and stole some of mine. But I'll link down in the description link below the Quest chips as well, and also this recipe. It's really, really simple to do. It's really, really easy. Adding those tortilla chips in, now I'm well over 100 plus grams of protein for the day. I mean, I've hit the jackpot. That whole bag is 19 grams of protein. I didn't eat the whole thing, so I don't want to count it. I had probably had maybe half, so I've had about 10 grams of protein with that. But with all of that turkey, the beans, the chili, I look like a super mom. I mean, my husband just thought I was the cat's meow. Oh, and I ended up freezing some too because I'm smart. My mama didn't raise no dummy. So I ended up freezing the rest of the chili and we'll have that another night. Here's the Costco haul that I got. Mr. Freddie decided to go crazy in the snow. We got some fully cooked bacon. The Duke loves that. Great breakfasts for him. There's my eggs for my eggs Cocotte. Ended up getting some more fruit. We are on a big fruit kick. We are not buying like chocolate bars and sugary things. What I'm buying that's sugary is fruit, and I'm loving it. And my boy's loving it, and my husband's loving it. And Costco for the win with the fruit. I mean, their stuff is good. And I got this DoorDashed. I did not feel like going out. Don't worry, I tipped the guy really well for coming in like the not nice weather. But those cherries were really good too. Who knew? I ended up having some of my electrolytes. I will link these down below. Element Electrolytes is the bomb. My absolute favorite is raspberry salt. If it's too salty for you, use a half a pack or use more water. But these help so much with my Mounjaro side effects. For me, it's mandatory to take the day before shot day, and the day after. It keeps my Mounjaro side effects at bay. And it's one of, I always have felt well when I take this. When I don't take my Element Electrolytes on that pattern of those 3 days, I don't feel well. It's one of the things that has very much helps me, particularly with Mounjaro headaches and my Mounjaro tiredness. It has magnesium, potassium, sodium. Potassium negates, if you're worried about heart things, there's been a study done about obviously check with your own healthcare professional. I'm not a medical healthcare provider, simply my experience, strength, and hope, but potassium does lower the effects of sodium. I decided to do snow angels. The Duke and I went outside to play. And I'm doing snow angels. We're doing snow angels out there. Those are my new snow boots. I'll link them in the description link below. See, Mr. Freddie needs to work on his manners. He was trying to knock me over. I'm like, you. And then there's the Duke doing snow angels. And I came outside because I wanted to feed the birds. If you follow me on Countess of Shopping Instagram, I've been talking about when you hit 40, you love some birds, okay? I absolutely love my birds in the backyard. And so the Duke and I had fun playing. I would not have been able to do this without my Mounjaro 76 pounds weight loss. This time last year in the snow, I could not play as hard as I did. Look at Mr. Freddie going. He was very excited I was feeding the birds. They were so happy too. We ended up having all of our favorite bird friends come back out. Like legitimately, Mounjaro weight loss has changed my life. Like who knew I would really love the birds so much? Less food, more birds. There's our cardinal friends. But I ended up getting my bird feeder all filled up and the Count was very excited too because he also likes the birds as well. So I decided at nighttime, I need to do my injection, but I wanted to tackle this dirty mess. I'm trying to organize my kitchen better to make my Mounjaro meal prep better. So here is how I'm organizing all my Ziploc bags and my plastic wrap. I wanted to clean everything out first before I before I did anything. I needed to see like, what do I have? How much do I have? How much do I have with the Ziploc bags? And I'm throwing a bunch of stuff away and you can see that drawer is disgusting. Like it's got foil in there and bits and I don't know. There's the vacuum. I'll link it down below. It's a really small vacuum that you can use apparently to clean out like your kitchen pantries and things like that. Like it's meant for small crevices and spaces. Highly recommend. You guys know I'm obsessed with iRobots for my carpet, but iRobot can't fit in this drawer. So I ended up getting one of those. I got out my Clorox wipes to sanitize in there, get it really, really clean. Well, this is better than eating at nighttime. All of that snacking. And I'll tell you what, with that protein, I was not even hungry. I used my space aids. I'll link those down below for the wraps and then also for the wrap organizer box and then for the Ziploc organizer box. It was really easy to use. My parchment paper was too big for that container, which is totally fine because I ended up having, the almond foil press and seal and plastic wrap. This has made meal prep so much easier. Can I tell you? Just simple. I'm trying to make things easier in the kitchen for myself. Y'all feel me? So I ended up putting those in there. If you've made it this far in the video, put down below, you can put down below a fork or a plate. Those are our emojis that we do here at Countess of Shopping. It tells me that you've made it this far in the video. So today's emoji is going to be a fork or a plate. I'm adding in there all my Ziploc bags. I am really trying to move over to wax paper bags. You can see right there. I'll link those down in the description link below too, just to help the environment a little bit. Less plastic, more other solutions of those. But I'm trying to use out what we have, which I realized I had a lot of them. I was like, oh my goodness. So, but organizing these, we're going to use out what we have. I'm not going to waste. But I am going to move over to a better solution. There's labels for all of these too. I don't feel like adding the labels at this point. I'm like, just get them in there, but you can add the labels into it if you wish. So I'm obsessed. Make sure, friends, you go and check out Gem to get your essential vitamins as well. And I appreciate you so much for being here. If you found this video of value, make sure you click that like and subscribe. And today's emoji is going to be forks and plates. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Counting my blessings because life is delicious.